Stay safe.
Stay active.
And stay healthy.
I'm Mrs. Barrett from PASS, Physical Activity and Sports Specialist, and we hope you're keeping active and healthy at home or at school. This PE lesson is aimed at children in reception classes, so early years foundation stage, and it's one of our athletics activities. In this particular PE lesson, we're going to be looking at throwing, and we're going to have a go at throwing different equipment in lots of different ways and looking at how far we can throw. So for this particular PE lesson, you'll need quite a clear space. So we've come outside for this lesson, so hopefully you may have an outside space that you can use too. And we're also going to get together lots of different pieces of equipment that we can throw safely. So hopefully at home, you may have some different size and some different type balls that you can have a go at throwing in different ways. If you haven't got balls, maybe you could use different cuddly toys that are nice and soft so that they're not going to cause a problem when they land, or cushions that you don't mind using outside or something like that. So if you'd like to pause the video and make sure you've got a nice clear space to throw and lots of different equipment to have a go at throwing, and then we're going to begin our warm-up. Hi, welcome back. We're going to begin our warm-up for our throwing lesson. I'm going to use my daughter Athena, who's in reception, to help me with the warm-up. So Athena, we're going to stand facing each other. So shall I come this side so the sun's in my eyes? And we're going to warm up our arms and our shoulders, because we're going to need those parts of our body to throw in a minute. So we're going to start by doing some high fives, where we're going to gently touch hand. So we're going to do double high fives, so high tens. Good stuff. Oh, we clap in the middle. I like that. High five. Good. Warming up those arms, warming up those shoulders. Oh, and Athena's having a go at doing just one hand. Okay. High fives. Which one are we doing? 10. Let's stick with 10. Just stick with 10. Good job. Okay. The next activity we're going to do to warm up our arms, if you stand facing me, Athena, is we're going to do some big circles with our arms. So you're going forward. Do it nice and slowly, Athena, and see how big. Oh, now you're going backwards. Okay, let's stick with backwards. Slowly, slowly. And I want you to see if you can touch your ears with your arms as you bring the arms around. Nice and slow and nice and controlled. Big circles, like you're drawing a big beach ball in the air. Awesome. Now, if you can do it going backwards, you think you can go the other way? Awesome. So now we're going what direction? Forwards. Good stuff. So now big circles, forwards, brushing past our ears. We've gone backwards and now forwards. Should we go in another direction? We're going to try diagonal this time, Athena. Ready? So we're going to do one arm pointing up high and one arm pointing down low. You can clap in the middle as well if you want to. Now we've got diagonal arms. Awesome. Almost like a dance routine. Good stuff. Right, now we're going to make a capital T. Can you make a T shape with your body, with your arms out to the side? Okay, we're going to draw a really small circle to start with. I'm going to go forward with my small circle. Keep your arms out to the side, keep your T. Now I'm going to go a bit bigger. Can you copy me? A bit bigger. Little bit bigger. Little bit bigger. And now brushing past your ears. Good stuff. And shake those arms out. Cool. Are your shoulders and your arms feeling a little bit warmer now, Athena? Yeah, ready to do some throwing? Hotter as well. You ready to do some throwing? Okay. Right. We're going to now have a go at doing some throwing. So we've got together lots of different pieces of equipment that Athena's going to have a go at throwing in a nice clear space. I'm not going to tell Athena how I'd like her to throw the equipment. I want her to explore with her brain and her body the different ways that she's going to choose to throw the equipment. I'm just going to tell her what direction I want her to throw in. So it's down the garden, away from any obstacles or any people. Okay, and she might sometimes choose to throw with one hand, sometimes choose to throw with two. She might come under her body with a throw. She might go over with her body with her throw. And she can hopefully think of lots of different ways that she can explore how to throw. Okay, I'm going to come to this side, Athena. So if you want to pick up your first piece of equipment. Okay, what have you got there? A bean bag. Come this way a little bit, Athena, so we can see how you're going to choose to throw it. Okay, cool. So that was an underarm throw. Right, you're going to go for a bean bag again. Come this way a little bit. Come up to about here so we can see you. Awesome. How are you going to choose to throw that one? Oh, use your left hand and through overarm for that one. Going for a beanbag again. Good. Oh, that one went far, didn't it? That was underarm. Another underarm one, but with different hands. Oh, overarm. Didn't go quite as far, did it? Right, what we got here now? Come this way a little bit because we can't see you. You now got different equipment. Oh, that was an awesome throw. So that was a tennis ball, so a small ball. Are you going to throw that one in the same way or different? Make sure you're going that way. Good. So another overarm, one-handed throw. Oh, now it's a bit bigger. Still going overarm, okay? How are you going to throw that one? Underarm. Oh, we got one more small ball. Come this way a little bit, Athena. How are you going to throw that one? Oh, that one went far, didn't it? That was an underarm, one hand. Oh, now we've got a big football. Oh, it's difficult to do that one because it's quite big and heavy, isn't it? Okay, so if you want to pause the video there and see if they can explore the different ways that they might throw the equipment, maybe sometimes using one hand, sometimes using two, and talk about which ones maybe went the furthest or which ones they might choose to use again. The children enjoyed exploring the different ways that they could throw their equipment. We're now all going to try and throw with two hands. So hopefully the children already did try some different ways of throwing with two hands. And in particular, if they've got bigger objects like large cushions or larger balls, they'll probably have to use two hands to control them. And there's two main ways that children can throw with two hands. Normally it would be a two-handed push that will probably come from their chest and go up high, or a two-handed overhead throw, which is a bit like a football throw. Okay, and those are probably the main two ways that they will choose to throw using two hands. They might also have a go at throwing it underarm with two hands as well. So, Athena, can you come and join me? Your challenge this time is you can throw any object, any order, but you must use two hands to throw it. Okay, and when you throw it, I want you to watch to see where it lands, where it first hits the floor, because some might go further than others, so some might be better than others. So we've got a medium-sized ball there. How are you going to throw that with two hands? Okay, so she came around her body, but still underarm, sort of sling. Two hands, remember, even though it's smaller? Oh, two hands overarm, okay. What other ways could you do it? Could you push it from your chest? Could you do two hands overhead? Come this, oh, two hands pushing from chest. Well done. Come forward a little bit, Athena, so we can see you. Okay, so that was another two-handed push from chest. Oh, now this is a big ball. Come this way. Now, how are you going to choose with two hands to throw that one? Okay, so an underarm two-handed throw. Okay, how are you going to do the bean bags? Come forward a little bit. Have you tried any two hands over your head? That was a good one. Well done. Are you going to do those in the same way or different? Good. Maybe try a push from our chest this time, Athena. Two hands. Try and let go nice and high rather than down to the floor. Let go of it nice and high. Aim for the sky. Good job. Okay, so your challenge is to have a go at throwing your bean bags or balls or cushions or cuddly toys with two hands. And maybe you might choose some of the ways that Athena did it, like pushing from chest, two hands above our head, or two hands underneath our body. Which one got the furthest, Athena, out of all your equipment? The yellow one. That was the first one you did. Can you remember how you threw that one? Yeah, you did two hands underarm. Maybe that's because that ball's nice and light, but that one went the furthest. Okay, so you could have a little bit of an experiment to see which one could go the furthest. Hi, welcome back. Hopefully you enjoyed doing your two-handed throws. We're now going to move on to just a one-handed throw, which you'd normally use if you had smaller balls and smaller equipment like tennis balls. And the main ways the children will choose to throw with one hand is one hand as an underarm throw and one hand as an overarm throw. And hopefully they will choose one of those two and see how far their equipment can go. So Athena, do you want to come over? Your challenge this time is you can only use one hand to throw your equipment. I want you to watch to see how far it goes. Oh, good try. You let go a bit late there. Try and let go a bit earlier. Okay, so we're always going underarm at the moment. Maybe a different way could get it further. Wow! Come forward a bit because we didn't see that, but that was overarm and went really far. Come forward a bit more. Are you going to choose the same? Oh, you changed hands that time. You use the left hand, so your children might have a go, and it's good for them to explore both hands. That's a hard one to do with just one hand, 'cause it's very big. Come forward, Athena, because we can't see you again. Okay, so, oh, that one went far, didn't it? Using your right hand. Let's have another go. Oh, not as far with your left hand. Okay, got a few more bean bags. Come this way, Athena. Oh, that one went far with your right hand again. Come this way. Can't see you. Awesome. Oh, another right-handed, one-handed underarm. And another right-handed underarm. So she definitely prefers her right hand. And do you think the underarm or the overarm got the furthest? What do you think?
I think the green and yellow and the green.
They went the furthest. Do you remember how you threw those ones?
No.
Can't remember.
I don't know that.
Okay, you think like that. Would you say that's underarm or overarm? Underarm. So Athena thinks at the moment that her underarm throw with her right hand, the one she holds her pen in, is the one that she got the furthest. Okay, so if you want to pause the video and have a go at some one-handed throws with your equipment.
I'm finished.
Welcome back, reception class. We're on to our last activity, which is going to be to see how far we can throw. And of all the throws that we've been doing, which one gets our equipment the furthest. So for this activity, again, you'll need the various things that you're going to be throwing and a marker that you're going to mark your first throw and use this one to gauge which one got the furthest. Okay, so we're just going to use a cone, but if you haven't got a cone like this, you could just use any marker in the garden or that you've got indoors. Okay, so let's recap on some of the throws that we've been having a go at. So Athena, just come over for a second. You're not actually going to throw yet, but we're going to have a little look at what throws you know. So if we were going to throw with one hand, how might you throw that beanbag with one hand? Hang on, don't throw it. Cool, face that way for me. How are you going to do it? Cool. And that's underarm, using one hand. I like the way you swung it. And do you think if we put this foot forward, our left foot forward, because you're holding it in your right hand, let's stick with underarm. Let's stick with underarm. And I'm also going to use this hand. This is going to point where we want to let go. Okay, so we're going to use the hand that we haven't got our equipment in to aim. And we need to aim nice and high, don't we? Because we want the beanbag to travel far. If we aim at the floor, what's going to happen to the beanbag? Is it going to go very far?
No.
No, we want it to go really far.
There.
Yeah, and we want it to go really far. So we need to aim and point nice and far. Okay, how did we throw with two hands? Can you remember? What ways did we do? Okay, so you did two hands under your body. What was another way that you did it with two hands? Two hands over the head. Good stuff. And can you remember the other way that you throw with two hands? Maybe with a ball it might help you to remember. It was two hands and you hold the ball, Athena. It might help you to remember. So just pick up that's a very small ball. You're going to push it from your chest. So pushing it, bent arms to straight arms. So you might choose some of the ways that we've done. An underarm throw, an overarm throw, both with one hand, two hands above our head, and two hands pushing from our chest. And some of those might help your beanbags or your balls go really far. Okay, Athena, we're going to throw from this orange cone, so you can't step past there, okay? And I'm going to go to the other end of the garden with my yellow marker, and I'm going to mark the first throw that you do, okay? I'm going to put the cone on the floor. If you beat it, I'm going to move the cone further away. If you don't beat it, the cone stays where it is. So this is always got to move further away. That's your challenge. Can you make the cone almost to the end of the garden? Do you think you can do it? Awesome. Okay. Right, Athena, do you want to pick up your first piece of equipment that you're choosing to throw? And get ready by your throwing cone. I'm going to go to the opposite end of the garden. I'm going to go really far away because you're getting really good at this. Okay, so come up to the orange cone, Athena. And you're choosing to throw your beanbag first. Okay. Remember, aim nice and high. So let go nice and high. Are you ready? Off you go. How are you going to choose to throw it? Okay, so that was an underarm and it landed there. Okay, so for your next throw, you're going to try and get it further. So pick up a different piece of equipment. Are you still going to throw it underarm or are you going to throw it differently? Oh, that was overarm. Did it go as far?
Yeah.
Did it? I thought it hit the ground there. Not as far. So maybe see if we can get it further. So let go nice and high. Oh, that one went backwards. I don't think that one beat it. Okay, choose another piece of equipment. Maybe think about the bigger equipment using 2 hands. That didn't go as far either. I definitely think we need to use 2 hands on bigger equipment. Right, small equipment. Didn't go as far. How about throwing something over arm, Athena? That was better. That went further, so I'm going to move our cone. Can you beat it, Athena? Yay! Even further still. One more throw. Can you beat? Oh, not quite. So that was our best score. Wow. And you can have lots of goes at trying to beat it. And maybe you might find one type of throw means you can throw even further, because your overarm throw got it further, didn't it, than your underarm throw. And I think when you've got a big ball, you might need to use 2 hands, Athena, do you think? Because using one hand on a big ball, it's difficult to keep it balanced, isn't it? Okay, guys, I hope you've enjoyed working on throwing today, and maybe you've been able to throw your equipment really, really far. Okay, now next lesson, we're going to carry on with throwing, and we're going to try and be accurate with our throwing. So try and throw at targets. But till then, stay safe, stay active, stay healthy.